Welcome to the latest edition of Kernels from the Cornfield. No us, no alls, no shucks. News with a dash of commentary to spice up your fare for Monday, January 12th, 2015. Gulp. White House admits screw-up? Press Secretary Josh Earnest admitted today that not sending a recognizable and high-profile figure to the Unity March Sunday in Paris was a mistake. While world leaders walked arm in arm in support of free speech, a free press, and against terrorism, the U.S., except for the ambassador to France, was shockingly not seen. Even Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel and President Mahmoud Abbas were linked arm in arm in the front row with French President François Hollande. President Barack Obama still doesn't understand the importance of optics and symbolism. This is especially true in dealing with terrorists. It was symbolism and optics which led to the murderous attack on the headquarters of satirical magazine Joli Hebdo last week. When will our president learn that a picture is worth more than any of his grand speeches and eloquent words? Aside, why didn't Attorney General Eric Holder, who was in Paris, join the march? While the world's eyes were diverted with all attention on the horrific terror attacks in France last week, Islamic extremist terror group Boko Haram massacred 2,000 to 3,000 in Nigeria. The terrorists also used little girls as human bombs to wreak mayhem and death in town markets over the weekend, snuffing the life out of innocents wrapped in explosives. Where are the protests? Where is the outcry? Where are the unity marches? Where's the Nigerian government and army? Found. At least one of the black boxes from downed AirAsia Flight 8501 has been recovered. The flight crashed into the Java Sea on December 28, killing all 162 aboard. It is hoped that the black box will reveal what caused the plane to crash in the near future. Most wanted woman in the world. The woman said to be the girlfriend or wife of the terrorist who killed a French policewoman and took over a kosher grocery store on Friday, killing 4 hostages, is reported to be in Syria. The Turkish government says she entered Turkey on January 2nd before the terror attacks and slipped into Syria on Friday. This leads to questions of who the accomplice was in the grocery store that is reported to have escaped with the hostages. It also asks who was the third gunman in the Wednesday massacre, who also remains at large. This just in. French authorities are now saying as many as 6 suspects may be at large. French authorities say that sleeper cells have been activated in France. France remains on high alert and has deployed 8,000 more police and 10,000 soldiers to protect the people and places with emphasis on Jewish schools and businesses. The slain grocery store terrorist, in a video before his death, announced his allegiance to the Islamic State. The brothers who attacked Joli Hebdo were reportedly trained in Yemen by Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. The brothers reportedly attacked to avenge the U.S. drone killing of an AQAP, American born and raised, Eamon, who became a leader and spokesman for terror before his just demise. Are the terror organizations beginning to unite in their attacks on the West? What does this mean for our own security and safety in the US of A? This becomes even more pressing when an administration official Sunday again proclaimed that core Al-Qaeda is decimated and on the run. How blind and deaf is the president and his administration to the reality that terror is terror, and we are not winning the war. Homeland bombing. Last Tuesday, an office of the NAACP was bombed in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Federal officials are terming the explosion an act of domestic terrorism. The suspect remains at large. The attack comes with eerie throwback to the tumultuous days of the civil rights fight in the 1950s and 1960s, as the movie Selma is set to debut at movie theaters across the nation. The suspect is a balding white man in his 40s, driving a 2000 model or older white pickup truck. Sleep cells awake in U.S. Former chairwoman and current vice chairwoman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, Senator Dianne Feinstein of California, told CNN's Gloria Borgia on State of the Union Sunday that there are terrorist sleeper cells in the U.S. of A. She did not know these cells may now be awake, like the ones activated in France. Central Command, YouTube hacked. Terrorists or supporters have hacked the Central Command of the US of A, Twitter account, and various YouTube accounts. Names and addresses of military personnel were posted. My own YouTube account was subjected to a spam comment and images posted saying, "I am not Charlie," in response to my article and video. Today, I am Charlie. The comment and images were removed quickly by YouTube before even I could view them. Sports Bone. A tip of the hat to the Cornfield's own team, the Indianapolis Colts, for best beating out the Denver Broncos and former Colts quarterback Peyton Manning Sunday to land a spot in the NFC Division Championship. The Colts are now one step closer to a return to the Super Bowl. Also, what is with that catch call? The catch by Dallas Cowboys, Des Bryant, was ruled not a catch. This had many crying foul, as the Green Bay Packers moved on to the NFC top spot game after besting Dallas 26-21 Sunday. Spreading its wings. Seems the Islamic State is not content with controlling large portions of Syria and Iraq. The Caliphate is now active in southern Afghanistan. Reportedly, the Taliban are not happy with the competition. Taliban leaders have warned the people and tribal leaders not to fall for the call to join the Islamic State. And to think, just over a week or so ago, the U.S. ended the war in Afghanistan and began withdrawing all but 10,000 advisors. Out of the country. Week starts in the hole. The stock market reacted negatively as oil prices continue to fall. The Dow closed down 96.53 points today. NASDAQ dropped 39.36 points as the Standard & Poor's 500 lost 16.55. There are also worries about the upcoming revelations of corporate earnings, but the 5% drop in oil prices remains the main concern. At the pump at the Cornfield, gasoline was down to $1.93 per gallon today. Well, that's what caught my attention for Monday, January 12th, 2015. Tune in tomorrow for another episode of Kernels from the Cornfield. I'm Mark Ivy. Good evening.